Hello. Good morning sa inyo lahat. Welcome to my FB live. May FB page, Trading Risk Management. This is Ronnie Cayosa. Today is June 15, 2021. So let's have an update sa ating stock market for today. Okay, so tingnan natin kung ano ngayon ang nangyayari using our COL or Call Financial and BDO Securities for our trading platform. So share na po natin agad-agad. Okay, time check 10:02. 10:02. Yes. Open muna natin yung ating BDO Securities para at least magamit naman natin. May mga nagtatanong kasi paano gamitin yung BDO Securities, lalo kung hindi pa sila nakakapag-open ng kanilang account. Yes. All right. So that's our BDO online trading login. No? Pero bago kayo makapag-open yan, dapat meron kayong account sa BDO. Meaning, meron muna kayong online banking. Kasi hindi kayo makakapag-apply ng BDO Securities pag hindi nakakonect sa online banking yan. Paano pag-open ng online banking? Punta kayo sa inyong branch. No? Meron na kayong account. Kasi kahit may account kayo ng BDO savings or checking account, hindi automatic yan na naka-online banking. So, i-apply nyo muna yan or enroll nyo muna yan sa online banking and then, tsaka kayo enroll naman dito sa online trading. Okay? So, simple lang naman ang pag-enroll. Pag may online banking na kayo, just create an account. Okay? And then, pagka nag-create kayo ng account, kailangan nyo yung password, yung user ID nyo saka password sa inyong online banking. And kailangan pang open nyo. Alright? Pag nakapag-create na kayo ng account, doon na kayo papasok sa login. So, i-run through ko yun paano pag-login sa BDO. Ayan. So, ito yung sasabi ng user ID. No? And then yung password. No? Same lang yan doon sa online banking nyo. Kasi nakalink na yan eh. So, pag kinilik mo yan sa inyong BDO Securities, automatic yan. Maghahanap naman yan ng one-time password using your cellphone naman. So, kailangan naka-registered yung cellphone nyo na ginagamit para at least doon isa-send yung one-time password nyo. Right? So, kailangan hindi nyo wawalain yung cellphone nyo kasi ano doon yung information ng OTP. Okay, so kahit naman makita nyo to, hindi naman siya magagamit kasi every time na mag-open kayo, iba-ibang OTP ang hingin sa inyo ng BDO Securities. At maganda na ito, no? Hindi siya agad-agad na yung wala siyang timer. No? Kasi syempre, minsan mabagal yung pasok ng text sa cellphone natin. Kaya minsan nalilate. No? Kaya kung wala siyang timer, pwede mo siyang ma-open anytime. Okay, ito na yung kanyang mga tab, no? Sa BDO Security. So, meron ditong education. Yan, pwedeng pag-aralan. Itong chart lang to, hindi ko magamit kasi may chart na doon sa mismo trading platform. And then research, ito yung mga fundamentals na pwede nyo pag-aralan. Later on, dadaanan natin yan. And you can enroll for USD or US dollar. And then you can fund an account. So, hindi nyo na kailangan siyang depositohan, no, from your online banking. Kaya sabi ko kanina, kailangan online bank kasi kayo, dahil nakalink yan dito sa inyong BDO Securities. Once na nag-fund kayo dito sa BDO Securities, mababawasan yan sa inyong online banking account. Okay? And then you can trade na later on, then open natin yan. And you can withdraw cash. Mabilis din pag-withdraw ng cash. Automatic yan, papasok din yun sa online banking. Automatic yan. Eh, kung dalawang account yun, for example, ako kasi dalawang account ko, you can choose kung ano account ang gagamitin mo to the transfer. Okay? And yan, meron na tayong REIT, no? So, you can buy REIT on IPO. Okay? And then, you can view your portfolio and buy UITF. So, dito tayo sa trade. Kasi lagi ginagamit natin yung COL eh. Diba? Kasi mas kabisado natin yun. But then, dito, kabisado rin naman natin to kaya lang hindi natin masyado ginagamit for trading. Dito more on investment. Ayan. So, ganyan ang platform niya. Yung itsura niya. Makita niyo yung simple lang din. No? Meron siyang trade, yung account, watch list, market, and analysis. Ito, gumawa ko ng sarili kong trading watch list. Watch list para sa mga stocks na gusto kong tingnan. No? Gusto kong alagaan o bilihin. Pero if you want, you can see yung PSEI watch list naman. Makikita nyo 30 na nakalagay dito na mga companies. And yung mga companies na dito, mga blue chip companies to, no? And ang maganda naman dito sa blue chip company to is most of them is active. And yun, sigurado ka dahil matatagal na yung companies na dito. Aside from matatagal na, they're doing great in terms of business, no? And some of the project na ginagawa nila. So, kailangan mo pa rin alamin through their fundamental and technical analysis kung anong magandang i-invest or i-trade during this time. Lalo ngayon yung panahon ng pandemic. Kaya makita mo yung mga movement nila. Pagka green, blue pala rito. Blue ang ginamit niya, it's buy. No, it's meaning umakit yung price. And then pagka red naman, pababa naman yung price niya. Ang arrangement niya is more on alphabetical. Hindi arrangement yung kung sino nag-gain or sino nag-loss for the meantime. Kasi ito naman yung, for example, gusto mong check, no? Example natin, ng company. Dito, Ali, sabi natin. Automatic dito yung lalabas yung price ng Ali. No? Yung previous price, last price niya, and high and low price niya. Para at least meron kang idea kung ano yung mga price o saan ka mag-entry. Right now, magkanong Ali? That's 37.2. Okay, ito yung last price niya. And then, nag-open siya na 37.05. Ito, bid and ask naman. So, you can see that 10, no? Mga 10 na nakaabang na dito sa presyo. Like for example, ito, 37.150 o 15 dito sa bid or mga nasa buyer side. Ask naman is the seller side. Okay, so siguro alam yung sa mga bago, alam niyo muna paano pag trade, mag-invest dito sa kung itong video securities ang platform na hawak. Okay. So kanina na sabi ko nga sa inyo, daanan natin yung kanilang research. Just like what I'm doing sa COL, may iba-ibang mga daily na research na ginagawa ng video, mga researchers nila. For example, daily digest ang tawag na dito. Dated June 15. So, latest yan. So, basahin na rin natin para at least familiarize yung paggamit. As I said, every time na mag-open kayo ng inyong platform, wag lang lagi kayo sa price nakatingin. Okay, kung ano yung movement ng market, kailan titingin nyo rin yung mga yung mga news, no? Baka mayroong mga news na pwedeng magpagalaw ng market. Mga catalyst, no? Na pwedeng magpababa o magpapaakyat ng price. Okay, let's start with our market commentary. The PCOM inch up to 6917. Okay, positive plus 0.1% lead day-to-day yesterday on the last-minute bargain hunting ahead of the government announcement on the new quarantine protocols after 15th of June. Meanwhile, foreign net buyers at 20.4 million from 155 million net foreign selling previously. Global stock market likewise closed higher and Nikkei 225 plus 0.7%. Yeah. Day-to-day, and S&P 500 at 0.2% day-to-day. FTSE 100 plus 0.2% day-to-day as investors awaited the cost outcome of the U.S. Federal Reserve June meeting this week. Hang Seng was closed yesterday due to a local holiday. So, ayun yung mga other uh, exchange, no? Yung sa US lalo na kasi halos ayun din sinasabayan din natin kung ano yung mga nangyayari sa US market. Minsan doon din tayo sumasabay. Okay? So, ngayon medyo maganda yung market nila. Pero let us see or let us wait what will happen on Federal Reserve meeting this coming June, this week. So, ano macro news, public NCR plus still GCQ with curbs. President Rodrigo Duterte approved the extension of their community quarantine on GCQ in NCR and Bulacan from 16 to 30 this June, with some restriction last night. The provinces of Laguna, Cavite, and Rizal, on the other hand, were placed under GCQ, so with heightened restriction for the same period. Meanwhile, a total of 19 areas are under a regular GCQ, while 21 others area were placed under a stricter modified enhanced community, okay, or MECQ. Although the palace had yet to fully explain what some restriction means, the provision guidelines for areas under GCQ with the restriction limited seating capacity in indoor and outdoor dining establishment to 30% to 50% respectively. Meanwhile, religious activities, including weddings and wakes, are restricted to 30% capacity, with the local government given the option to increase the allowed level up to 50%. Personal care service and not requiring removal of the face mask are allowed at 30% capacity, with an additional 10% if the shop obtain a safety seal. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque said that NCR will have shortened curfew hours of 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. starting 15th of June. The previous 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. period. Okay. And 7 million vaccine doses administered to 5 million Filipinos. The Philippines has administered nearly 7 million doses of vaccine against COVID-19 as of yesterday and morning. National Task Force Against COVID-19 Deputy Chief implemented prevention season. Reportedly, moreover, the Department of Health data showed that as 14 of June, 1.9 million people or 1.7% of total population have received 2 doses of the vaccine, while 5.1 million or 4.86 have been the job once. In a palace briefing, Mr. Dizon said weekly vaccine administration had reached 1 million doses for the 3 consecutive weeks, with average daily vaccination at 150K last week, for an average of 30K per day. As more vaccine arrived in the country, since more vaccine arrived last week, we are confident that our vaccination will increase in the coming days and weeks. When it comes to vaccines, on June and July, we are seeing our numbers continue to increase. Mr. Dizon added. He also noted that the government has targeted to inoculate 500K doses a day once vaccine supply established this month. Alright, so ayan yung mga uh, inaabang natin yung mga news, di ba? Yung mga tinatawag nating news na can move our market, no? Mga catalyst natin, like for example the GCQ or the general community quarantine, no, na mangyayari sa NCR, no, until June 30, no, yan nila dito sa NCR, pero yung ibang nearby provinces natin is na under GCQ pa rin talaga. So ano ba meaning ng GCQ or general community quarantine? Medyo maluwag, no? Hindi siya masyadong strict unlike before, no? ECQ. So dito naman mas makakagala yung mga tao, makakain ng mga restaurant. So may mga businesses na magbo-boom during this time, no? 30 to 50% ang pwedeng kumain sa mga establishment, pumasok sa mga malls, okay, to buy something, no? And then yung mga event naman, like for example wedding event, sa burial or wake, and also other event, dapat mga at least 30 to 50% din ang mga dadalo. Okay, so ayan yung mga news no na this week implemented. Pero ang kagandahan niyan, yung marami na rin mga maglalabasan kasi hanggang 12 o'clock na lang yung yung curfew natin to 4 a.m. And normally, iba kasi, di ba, pumapasok, may mabibilin, naabot sila ng ganong oras. Okay, and in terms naman ng mga vaccine natin, so 4.66% na ang na vaccine or meron ng injection. Okay, so medyo marami-rami na rin. Ang inaantay na lang natin yung yung pagdating dito ng mga gamot or vaccine para mas marami ang na-inoculate. Sabi 500,000 doses a day. Mas marami na yun. Kung 500,000 doses, dito sa amin sa Marikina, marami nang nagpapabakuna. Ginagawa dito sa Marikina Sports Center. So maluwag yung place. No? Anytime pwede silang, actually may nakita ako doon na pwede yung walk-in. Kaya lang minsan pag masyadong marami, hindi na nila pinapapasok. Kasi normally online naka-online yung kanilang schedule. Okay, that's the two news no na possible na makapagpa-akit ulit ng market natin. Okay. So yan sinasabi ko na pwede nyong basahin anytime pagka nag-open kayo ng inyong account, lalo dito sa BDO Securities. Diba? So other news pa niyan, mga fundamental and actually may mga technical news din dito eh. Tingnan natin yung mga technical news. June 14, walang bago eh. 7 days news pa yan. Strategy. Daily Digest. Natin kung pareho lang. Mas pareho lang din pala siya. Alright. Now, let's move on dito sa trade ulit. Balikan lang natin trade. Dito lang kasi masyadong mabilis lang yung kanyang log off or yung sign off. Signing out. Tawag doon. Pag hindi mo siya nagagamit. No? Okay. So, pwede kayo mag-watch list, no? Maggawa ng panibagong watch list. Depende sa inyo. But all you have to do is go to sa watch list portion na to. And then, just click yung mga company na hindi ko pa naisulat dito. Maghanap ako rito sa PSE na hindi ko pa nilalagay. Okay. I think I have the Meralco na eh. May inabang kasi ako rito sa Meralco yung movement na ito. And then, wala rito. PLDT and meron na yun. So, pwede kong ilagay dito. Kaya pwede tayo maghanap sa ibang mga companies. Like for example, ito natin. Sample lang ko kaya para at least makita yun. Pagpasok ka din sa watch list and then enter muna yung kung ano saan mo ilalagay. Sample natin sa D2. Nga rito ng PXP. Sabihin natin PXP. Para meron tayong copy na in oil. Yan, wala pa yung PXP doon. Ate ko rin kasi inabangan dati yan. You have to say first para at least yan, mapunta yan. PXP rito. Yan. PXP Energy. Mga inabangan natin mga mining. No? Kano yung price niya ngayon? 8.20. So, Previous price is 8.13. And siya ngayon is 8 bumalik siya sa dating price niya. So, unchanged siya ngayon. Pero nag-high siya at 8.20. Right. So, dito tayo ngayon. Balik na tayo sa ating COL para makita natin yung mga update. No? So, right now, 0.06% ang ating market or negative 3.81 points. So, ang ating mga active for today's video, Ever, Ali, ASEN, ICT, BHI, CLI, Monde, Converge, and GMA7. Monde din siya, umakit na siya ng 14.66 as of today. Nag-start siya ng 13.50. Medyo umakit na at bumaba na naman ng konti. Yung mga nakapag-participate sa Monde Nissan. Last top gainers naman natin, we have CLI, Everland, PHI, GMA7, GMA, PIDC, Cebu, SOC, and MG. And top losers naman natin, FPI, Prime, IMP, Med, FEU, SDR, ELI, DLM, MM, and MRC. Okay, dito naman sa ating PSE index, out of 30, we have, as of the moment, 13 ang gaining, led by SM, Ali, JGS. That's our top 3. And then sa ating overall market, we have, as of 275, we have 72. Top 3 natin is CLI, Ever, and Land. Na hindi sa mga maliliit na stocks natin o second or third liner natin, may mga nag-ano pa rito. May mga nag-trade dito. Ano? Normally kasi bihirang gumalaw yung mga yan eh. And so far ngayon, mga market ng price yung mga nasa second, third liner natin mga stocks. Okay. Pero kung bago ka lang, huwag kang magpa-participate sa mga ganyan trading kasi mas delikado yung baka maipit ka lang eh. No? And sa financial sector naman natin, out of 9, we have 2, MBT, CHIB. And in the industrial, out of 28, we have 16, led by URC, GFC, and AP. Holdings naman natin, out of 15, we have 7, SM, GTCAP, and JGS. And sa property, 13, out of 13, we have 5, Ali, CLI, and DMW. Services, out of 24, we have 7, GME7, Cebu Pacific, RHI, and last but not least is our mining and oil. Out of 9, we have only 2, Nickel and SEC or Semirara company. That's all for today, ang ating update sa market. Check natin yung ating technical guide and our daily notes. Bago yan, okay, mag-send muna ako ng patalastas. Hintayin muna ng mag-share ko sa inyo na about the market natin. Okay. Chinese ano tayo eh. Sige ba sa atin?
Rise for a second consecutive session. The main index up.
Ayan. So this ay i-review sa ating market, no, for the whole week. So check it out.
A look now at the financial markets. Philippine shares rise for a second consecutive session. The main index up by over 0.1% to close at 69.17. AB Capital Securities attributes the gains to last-minute buying. It adds investors are bracing for President Duterte's announcement of new quarantine classifications for the Greater Manila area that is expected to happen later tonight. Other Asian markets are trading mixed. Markets in China, Hong Kong, and Australia are closed for holidays. And we're now joined by Regina Capital's Ariel Santos. Hi, Ariel. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Rain. Thank you for having me again.
Value turnover still not back to pre-lockdown levels. The technicals, though, seem to show that the PSEI has upward momentum. But does it have legs? And on what catalyst could it move higher, or what risk events could bring it down?
I think that the index is actually standing on its legs as both foreign and local investors are flocking in. And so far, the last time I checked, foreign investors are actually net buyers this month. So in terms for future catalysts, I think that still COVID statistics would likely dictate the trend of the index in the near future, as well as the progress in vaccination rollouts, coupled with the further easing of quarantine restrictions nationwide.
Right. Well, there was minimal foreign buying today. Do you see a trend where foreign buying may be slowing down or building momentum? And where are foreign funds placing their money?
I guess that foreign investors are actually, I guess they are quite of slowing down earlier this week because the index has been in the overbought region for 2 consecutive days now. And based on today's performance, I think that foreign investors are putting their money in financial services and industrial sectors.
All right. There's one opinion that the blue chips are in consolidation mode. So the second and third liners are more of the bet now, except for ICTSI, which is in expansion mode. Meanwhile, there's much chatter and developments in the mining sector. What are the growth prospects for the blue chips and mining stocks?
I think for the blue chips, their growth prospects still a bit limited given the current economic environment that we have now. So I guess they would probably invest more in digitalization. Meanwhile, for mining sector, I think the lifting of the moratorium on new mining projects would entice investors, as well as the open pit mining ban being lifted would definitely give positive impact on the industry as a whole.
Mm-hmm. Finally, Converge ICT joining the FTSE Renaissance IPO Index and FTSE ASEAN All Share Index. What does it mean for the stock and maybe the sector moving forward? Would Converge be among your stock picks?
For the first question, I think that we will see more action on Converge moving forward. And given that its recent market action, we can consider Converge as one of our stock picks, as it's still currently trading at a discount, although just minimal below our TP. But I think investors who would like to take positions in the stock would take advantage of any pullbacks in the near future.
All right, Regina Capital's Ariel Santos, thank you so much for the market guidance. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Alright, so ayun yung ating PSE analyst support, no? From ANC, no? Sarihina, no? Behind the capital. So marami tayong makukuha ng mga information regarding sa ating Philippine stock market sa mga broker na yan, no? Kasi sila may mga sarili ding mga researcher. Ano ba yung mga tinakal na kanina, yung pagtaas ng price natin, no? At 6,900 point price. So kung tuloy-tuloy pa yan pag-akyat. and yung mga foreign buyers, no, na ngayon, nag-invest, and pati yung mga seller, syempre yung mga nagte-take profit. So yun yung ating mga information regarding sa ating PSE using ANC. Alright, so let's move on sa ating right now yung ating market, no, ito yung ating chart. We're 6,914 level. So malapit na maabot yung 7,000 natin. Next resistance natin. So pag na-hit na yan, meaning akit na yan na up to 7,100 resistance level. Okay? So far, okay pa naman yung market natin. So hindi pa siya nagpo-pull back. So kung meron kayong mga stocks na pareho lang din ang movement dito sa ating PSE, better check your stocks. Okay, so balik tayo sa ating COL. Right now, still at 0.07% down ating market, or negative 5.11. Wala pa masyadong movement sa market natin. Then wala din masyadong news regarding sa stocks natin. Okay. So, for the meantime, hanggang dito na lang muna tayo. Kaya inuna ko na yung ating video. Okay. Small video. And of course, sabi natin after that yung ating options, no, regarding sa pag-trade. If you're ready na to trade or invest sa stock market, just give you an options. Para sa ano lang, kung sa mga gusto lamang, no, coming from me. Kasi dati nung nag-start kami, wala namang ganitong mga options na pwede pagpilian. Okay, so if you're ready to trade or invest, I suggest, no, ito muna yung ating options na pwede yung pagpili. The 3 options. Okay, invest in stock market. Number 1, learn to trade, and learn to trade. It will take you 1 to 3 years to learn stock market trading, the fundamental and technical analysis that will help you to find a company, good company, and also strategies, no, to trade. Like for example, yung pag-entry, exit, okay, pag-take profit, or just cut loss, no, ay mga importante matutunan natin, especially yung ating platform. So depende yan sa inyo kung ilang platform ang gusto nyo. Kaya alam mas maganda, I suggest one or two platform mas better. Kaya hanggang 3 platform pwede yan. Okay. Depende sa inyong capital. Okay, and suggesting you need to get a mentor or coach to guide you to shorten your learning curve and the cost of learning. No, as your tuition fee will be minimal. Kasi every time na you lost in trading, it's your capital. No, it's your tuition fee in learning stock market. And number 2 naman, invest in mutual fund or get insurance policy kung ayaw nyo naman pag-aralan para mag-trade. Kasi syempre, minsan yung papagod na rin. Lalo sa mga matatagal na nag-work or nagbe-business. Okay. Pero kung gusto nyo rin lang naman, pwede ka mag-participate by investing in mutual funds or insurance policy na pwede nyo naman hulugan mga products. Okay. Kaya lang, maliit lang yung risk niyan, and you'll definitely get a low return. Okay. Number 3 naman, invest in a retail stock market or stock trader, retail trader. Look for a trusted retail trader that you know, who knows what this is doing, and most of the traders, you can see YouTube or Facebook are promoting their subscription or ebook and seminars. So you look for people na makaka-relate ka. Kasi medyo mas taas yung return of investment yan. Saka yung profit, syempre. Kasi ginagamit din yan for buying power or an opportunity to invest in other company or in other stocks. Okay, that's the number 3 natin. No? So in this time, a lot of things happen and people who started traditional business, ito may mahiling mag-business. No? Okay, last year, open in March and closed in the same month due to lockdown and pandemic. was happened last year. So now we don't know what will happen. For me, if you want to open a business, should be something that you can control. So stock market for me, okay, is a business that we can control. Okay, if you know what you're doing. Kasi dito pwede ka mag-buy, mag-sell ng mga company, di ba? So marami kang company. Kaya nga business din siya. Or you can hold, or you can take profit, never na may potential na may income ka na. Or kaya, pwede ka rin mag-cut loss pag nakita mo pa paano yung price at mali yung pagkaka-PD mo. Kaya yun yung pwede mong gawin. So, yun pwede mong control. Okay? So, learn to invest wisely. Okay. Disclaimer lang po, no? The information in this video is my personal purposes and I don't recommend buy, sell, or hold stocks. It's your decision to invest or trade stock market because it's a high risk at may lose your capital. So, na po tayo for today. June 15. Time check 10:33. Medyo mabilis lang po. May gagawin lang po tayo ngayon. And, yan. Promote ko lang yung aking mga page na Trading and Risk Management. Ito po yung page na ito ngayon. And RCRB Trading, CCL or Cryptocurrency Learning. And then, ginawa pa tayo mga page for mga token na pinopromote natin for long-term investment. Okay, pati yung ibang mga natin social media account. So, done na po tayo. And I hope you keep learning for you to become better, bigger, and faster you. So, this is Ronnie Cayosa and see you in my next video.